Welcome to part 7 of What If Harry Potter Was in Star Wars. Thank you for your support so far in this series. If you haven't seen any of the parts in this series, I recommend you go watch those first before watching this video. The link to the playlist will be in the description below. For now, Hermione needed to keep a level head until Harry came back. The more she thought about her friend, the more she wondered whether Harry was trying to be the hero after all. Any news of Harry would have surely been scattered over the corrupt Daily Prophet, and Potterwatch would have likely sent a coded message. Was it possible that Harry was abroad? She had heard him talk about Voldemort's previous escapades in Albania. But from what Harry had said, Voldemort liked to associate Horcruxes with memorable places. Was it possible then that Harry was trying to recruit foreign forces? The attempt of recruiting the Giants by Hagrid and Madame Maxime had been questionable at best, and the dragons were now strictly controlled by the Ministry. With limited access to communication out of Hogwarts, Hermione's thoughts on Harry could not be extended any further to actions. For now, her focus remained on Luna. For days, Hermione patiently waited for a potion to brew, before suddenly, Hermione was broken out of her state of frustration by several pairs of eyes, all the size of tennis balls. The Hogwarts elves had returned from their searching of the lost Ravenclaw, with good news and bad news. The good news was that Luna had resisted the torture of Death Eaters, and remained alive. However, the bad news was that she was currently in an unplottable location, which made it difficult for Hermione to stage any kind of rescue. Even the elves with their own branch of magic were unable to source the location. Slightly more reassured than before, Hermione returns to her potion, in the hopes that Death Eater would be able to reveal the location of Luna. Meanwhile, Harry awoke in familiar surroundings. Rubbing his eyes, he saw that he was in a hospital of some kind. Ignoring the various aches and pains that circulated through his body, he turned to his left-hand side, and saw Anakin, in a similar state to himself, lying on a bed, with Padme sitting by his side. Harry frowned, wondering what had happened to Anakin and himself. The last thing he remembered was walking back to their ship. Clearing his parched throat, he manages to get the attention of Padme, who rushes over to Harry, looking devoid of sleep. Harry asks for an account of what had happened, as Padme recalls the ship exploding, with Anakin and Harry bearing the brunt of the impact. Fortunately, Padme managed to stay conscious, and contacted the Jedi Council, who sent 2 masters from nearby planets to pick up the trio from the clutches of the pirates. Even in this world, he couldn't avoid trouble, Harry thought to himself. Now at one of Coruscant's medical facilities, Anakin and Harry had no time to lose. Vaulting up from their beds, disregarding the nurses and medical droids, they limp off to the Jedi Council with Padme in close pursuit. Upon arriving, Obi-Wan is standing at the entrance and shakes his head in disapproval, seeing the condition Anakin and Harry are in, as he leads them to the Jedi Council chambers. Once inside, the Masters are waiting, keen to share the present details of the investigation into the attempted murder of the trio. Thus far, they have found that the explosive was a variant of a beradium core axidite detonator, capable of atomizing upon timed intervals. As far as the Council were aware, the Republic had not sanctioned such weaponry before. Anakin and Harry raised their eyebrows at that comment. In recent times, the Council had been blind to a lot of matters pertaining to the Republic, and they were most certain this was another one. The duo head out of the Council chambers, and meet up with Ahsoka, who had finished her discussions with Senator Chuchi, and together, they head to the Blast Tech Industries factories on Coruscant, which was one of the 3 main munition suppliers for the clone army. Although normally a manufacturer of blasters, they had recently been looking into the development of detonators in order to rival Merson munitions, but not the type of detonator which had exploded Anakin's ship. Anakin and Harry had expected this, as the Council would have found out otherwise. As a result, they head for the clone mess hall to look for Captain Rex, one of the only reliable sources in the galaxy at this point. Rex reveals that General Pong Krell had mentioned these types of detonators to him in passing, as he planned to use them for the upcoming battle in Umbara. It was time to pay a visit to the Bessalist Jedi Master. That is it for part 7 of What If Harry Potter Was in Star Wars. If you want to see a part 8, please like and subscribe for more what ifs, and as always, leave a comment on what if you'd like to see next. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.